going to be kind of a fun problem. Take a look. We're going to prove that negative 1 equals 1. Okay. We know negative 1 equals negative 1, of course. I'm going to make this into a fraction. Negative 1 is the same thing as negative 1 divided by 1, and negative 1 is also the same thing as 1 divided by negative 1. Next, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. Next, I'm going to take the square root of just the numerator and the denominator. From here, I'm going to multiply both sides by the LCD, or the least common denominator, which would be negative 1 times square root of 1. Okay? And what we'll have is the square root of negative 1 times the square root of negative 1. And that's going to equal square root of 1 times square root of 1. The square root of negative 1 is actually I. Square root of negative 1 again is I. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Well, I times I is I squared. 1 times 1 is 1. I squared is defined as negative 1. And we have finally here the conclusion that negative 1 equals negative 1. If you would, write me back and see if you can figure out the false step in this calculation. Waiting to hear from you.